Welcome everyone to this full moon, pink full moon in Libra reading. What does this beautiful spring moon have for you? But before we talk about that, the pink moon is talking all about like flowers as far as the name. It's like the first spring wildflower energy that pops up blooming around this time. So this is all a symbol of renewal, emotional flowering, the gentle return of beauty after winter. And oh, I love that the 9 of Pentacles has come through, which is saying abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, self-worth, financial independence, leisure, rewarded efforts, success, and achievements. Yes, please. So if you've been following along with me during my other readings, you'll know that a lot has been coming up for you in your spiritual gifts that you're meant to step into. And a full moon is fullness, completion. So if you said yes to some of those things, even if you still find yourself confused on your path, you're starting to feel the rewards of your efforts in this. So this is a very powerful sign. Now, this is not just speaking to you, stepping into your spiritual gifts. It is talking about the work that you're already doing, the awareness that you are embodying, all of the things that you're doing to stay in a space of equilibrium in this very rapidly changing and awakening world. So this is a very good sign that this has come through so quickly. And not only those elements that we were talking about, this full moon also has to do, or I should say like maybe the main themes is balance, relationships, fairness, harmony. This Libra full moon will illuminate where equilibrium has been lost, especially in like people pleasing, resentment, overgiving. So that makes sense that the 2 of Cups has now come through. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, romantic love, connection, mutual respect, joining forces, close bonds, and unity. So that's basically what I just spoke of. Yes, this could mean that if you're in a romantic relationship, it's strengthening. But again, this is also about connections in general and community. And I just mentioned that the main themes are balance, relationships, fairness, harmony. So finding harmony and peace in this world that feels so divisive. Oops, didn't mean to bump that, sorry. Right now, you are a light code bearer of the new earth. You hold light codes of the new earth in your crystalline DNA. And so the happier, healthier, more joy-filled you are, the better it's going to be. Okay, so here's a little bit of our shadow work. 9 of Wands. Think of the 9 of Wands as nearing completion in this suit. The wands, you can imagine literally like a magic wand if you want to, but this is talking about perseverance, resilience, testing of faith, the final push, boundaries, last stand, grit, close to success, and fatigue. So this is, I don't know how this is showing up for you, but for me, this is on the left. So a lot of times when I do a 3-card pull, it ends up being present, past, and future. So this is the happening, but here are just a couple of things you might want to work on or tidy up in the meantime. Have you been fatigued? Have you been doom scrolling? Have you been buying into too many 3D narratives that are keeping you fragmented? Get out of that and return to truth, connection, community, the earth. The spring is here, right? Even if you're still wintering, some of those little flowers are popping up and it's time. Literally think spring cleanse energy as well, right? Cleansing your space, but also cleansing the mind garden, the soul garden, because the invitation of this Libra pink full moon is to release what no longer serves you, so that you can return to love and into peace. It's asking you to restore harmony without force and to let go of old patterns. Okay, boundaries. That's interesting because that was actually coming up earlier. I was hearing things about boundaries. Oops, you can't even see that, can you? I try to keep these readings shorter. I get too long-winded sometimes, and then I realized the camera was kind of far away. So I'm always figuring out how to do this the best way. But yes, boundaries are important. I think that's self-explanatory. We just talked about relationships and harmony and balance. So, you know, a lot of people are telling me on the weekly that relationships are combusting and changing, but they're also connecting with new souls as well. And we have strength coming in, and this is a man, so there's this masculine energy of strength coming in to help you lift any kind of heaviness or any of those last pushes towards all this beauty that you are manifesting. Now I've realized my camera's a little crooked. Maybe that helps. Thank you for your patience. Love those. Okay, let's see if there's any more shadow work we need to do here. These aren't always shadow cards, but sometimes these have this really cool two-sided meanings. Let's see. Oh yeah, inner autumn. So if you think about autumn, even though we're moving into spring, and that's the flip side, spring. So the way this particular deck works, it's called the Inner Temple. And by the way, my Egypt retreat in September is awakening the inner temple on the Nile. So if you've been wanting to do some inner work, or if you've been feeling the call to Egypt, now is the time. Mine is a luxury retreat, and it is still a lot less expensive than many of my colleagues. I literally have one cabin left that on our private boat that can be either shared or private. So you want to jump on that if you have been thinking about it or hearing the call. So inner autumn came up. And so what this is signaling, because I said it might have to do with shadow work, we want you in this inner spring energy. So the inner autumn is what is still falling away. Think about the full moon energy. Like this whole reading is about the Libra pink full moon, and the full moon energy is about completion and release. So what leaves need to fall away? What energy, what 3D narratives, what have you been buying into that leads you to fear and worry and upset? It is time to let those final leaves fall so that you can fully and truly arrive in this inner spring energy. And that's always the case, right? We're always tuning in to see what could be tidied, what could be shifted, what we could release to step more into joy, peace, and happiness. This is another tarot deck that I love, although the cards are really slippery, as you can probably tell. Let's see, we're asking about this Libra pink full moon. Oh, these cards have a lot of pink on them, I am just realizing. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, yet again. Oh my goodness, isn't that cool? This is the stuff that I love about doing readings. And by the way, I do readings 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 50 minutes, and they're private and geared specifically to you. But this is the magic that happens. I mean, all these different decks, all of these cards, and the 9 of Pentacles shows itself again, and that does in fact look like Egyptian, some kind of Egyptian temple, and that does look like a full moon in the sky. And when we go to Egypt in September, we have a full moon right smack in the middle of it. I'm so excited. And this time she's naked. So once again, this is talking about all of the things coming to you: financial abundance, leisure, success, achievement. So this is a very blessed reading, which means this full moon is a great time to take some action. Now, don't take action without thinking it through, without sleeping on it, kind of thing. But this is a blessed time for forward movement. Just make sure you're clear and make sure you have taken some time to let the initial emotions around it, let those root and integrate, and then take the action. Ooh, wheel. I love that. Oh my gosh, this reading is so on fire. This is like the Wheel of Fortune. This is the final card in the major arcana of completion, of success, of reward, of abundance. And this is everything I've been working on. So obviously this reading is for me too. So if you're like me and you've been working years, decades honing your crafts, if you've had these big, beautiful dreams that you are finally putting some kind of traction and action into and towards, know that this is a blessed and amplified time for that to come fully into fruition and then some. I'm going to finish this reading with a couple of self-care cards. But you know what's also interesting is like some of the opportunities of this pink Libra moon is again, connection with others, but I just kind of want to mention emotional breakthroughs is definitely part of it. Breakthroughs in everything that you're doing. And yeah, it's just like really inviting you to tune into how you value yourself and how you value others. Connect with your womb. So not everyone watching this is a man. However, we could say that this is representing the sacral chakra. So the womb is a space of creation, and you see it's like floating in this cosmic space, this void. So this is a sign, a symbol, a message to get down into your body, into embodiment. Breathe into your sacral chakra. Let it come online and let the energy of the sacral chakra infuse and amplify everything that you're doing in your life currently. Because it's all about embodiment, right? When we try to do everything with the mind is not always truthful. The mind has a bit of that monkey mind. That reptilian brain is still part of the human experience. And let's see, soak in a bath. So I was just talking about the sacral chakra, which is the element of water. Now it's saying to soak in a bath. And I believe this is coming through because you probably don't live in a place where you can get in the ocean, a river, or a stream right now. It's probably still too cold. If you're one of my good friends, who I know I have a lot of friends who watch this in Key West, we have that luxury of being able to get into the ocean right now. So this soak in the bath is a message about immersing in water. That could look like an ice bath. That could look like getting your feet in a cold stream. If it's too cold to get all the way in, it can absolutely look like a bath. But do you see all this? Make it intentional, make it sacred, make it a ritual. So I'm hearing the guides tell me to pick 2 more cards. They're telling me a final self-care card and a final card from the inner temple. Sensuality. Okay, so now we cannot deny that between the womb card, which even if you're a man, this is still getting in tune with your feminine energy, with your sensual energy, with flow. But now we have sensuality with this full blooming rose. And remember, sensuality is not the same as sexuality. So sensuality can be a beautiful, luxurious bath. Sensuality can be smelling a flower and fully inhaling its full fragrance and letting that heal you, letting that activate light codes, right? So get sensual, how you taste food and pause with the deliciousness and the flavor. This is sensuality. There's so many ways to open, expand, and amplify sensuality in your life. So you are absolutely being asked to bring this in. One more self-care card to summarize and sum up our pink full moon in Libra, which is just so blessed, so beautiful. Oh, ground yourself. I don't think I could have picked a better card if I'd gone through the whole deck, because we just got done talking about the importance of getting outside in water if you can. Ground yourself. This comes up every single time. And grounding yourself, think of wands, the sticks, to release the fatigue, to get closer to the success, to soften in that grit and that resilience and that testing of faith. When you ground, you come home. And we all know, or maybe you know, about all the benefits of grounding. Watch the Earthing movie. I think it's actually a documentary, and it's a couple hours long if you've never watched that. I never get tired of rewatching it because I learn something that I forgot every single time. So ground yourself. You can do that inside. by focus, through meditation, through intention. But what I'm really feeling for you is to literally get outside on the earth and allow these things to happen. So that is it. That is your, let me put this over here. That is your full moon reading in Libra. It is just so good, so blessed. You have very little work to do and you are already there. Trust that, allow it, invite it, know it, be it, breathe it, all the things. See you next time.